The White House is stepping into the dispute between Donald Trump and China. The president-elect rattled relations with Beijing when he took a phone call from Taiwan's president, breaking decades of protocol. White House spokesman Josh Earnest said yesterday the Obama administration does not view Taiwan and our relationship with Taiwan as a bargaining chip. Mr. Trump had suggested the U.S. is not bound by the so-called one China policy that views Taiwan as part of China. Adriana Diaz is in Beijing with why China is so upset and the possible risk of confrontation. Adriana, good morning.
Good morning. The one China policy, the notion that Taiwan is an inseparable part of China, is a non-negotiable for the government. In fact, accepting that policy is a prerequisite for any country that wants to have diplomatic ties with Beijing. So Donald Trump's comments not only infuriate the leaders here, they put the future of the U.S.-China relationship in jeopardy.
China's foreign minister Wang Yi issued a clear warning Monday. Anyone who tries to damage the one China principle, he said, is simply lifting a rock that will drop on their own foot. Today, state-run tabloid The Global Times went further, challenging the U.S. to a fight. An editorial read, especially in the Taiwan Strait, China is now confident enough to arm wrestle with the U.S. The tough talk comes after President-elect Trump bruised China by breaking protocol and speaking to Taiwan's leader. He then doubled down on Sunday.
I don't know why we have to be bound by a one China policy unless we make a deal with China.
But for China, that policy is not a deal up for negotiation.
Taiwan touches the most sensitive nerves in Beijing.
Tang Zhao is a fellow with the Carnegie Institute.
The one China policy is seen as the foundation of U.S.-China bilateral relationship. China will only be forced to act even tougher.
And Beijing has plenty of ways to fight back. As our largest trading partner, nearly $600 billion worth of trade is at stake. And China could retaliate against the U.S. by adding trade barriers. It could also stop cooperating on North Korea and become more aggressive in the South China Sea, a vital shipping route. The potential fallout from Trump's rhetoric is causing concern on the streets of Beijing.
How important is this issue for Chinese people?
It's very important, said this man. It'll be one China forever, not two.
Adding to the mixed signals, Trump's pick for ambassador here, Terry Branstad, is a longtime friend of Chinese President Xi Jinping, which could make defending any change in America's position on Taiwan even more difficult. Gail?
Thank you very much, Adriana Diaz, reporting from Beijing.